is a great human being.
Let me tell you something about Liju. Knowing Liju for the past 8 years, I can assure you that he's a genuine person, real friend, someone who lives by values. In short, he's a person with the right attitude and outlook. It would be superfluous to speak about his career, competence and performance. With the fact that he leads a division of a multinational company like TCS is a proof enough.
I've had the fortune of working with Liju for over 6 years now. And in that period, we've actually worked in some extremely challenging projects. And it's really when someone faces these kind of challenges in their life, you really can measure someone. And Liju has come out really well. So I've always wondered what really actually shaped him to be successful as he has always been, right?
I had a past. After my PUC, I asked myself, what next? Of course, I had my dreams, but not the means. It was then that I joined Don Bosco IGACT. 2 years at IGACT shaped not just my career, but my life. IGACT was a family. The atmosphere at IGACT was quite unique. There I found a purpose for my life. The Salesian fathers and brothers lived up to their call and really merited to be called so. There was no gap between the management, the staff and the students. As I have already said, we were a family. Then, we did not have the latest technological facilities, nor the number of students that IGACT has now. We were only 30 then. I hear that now there are around 130 students studying printing, graphic design and web design. Evidently, IGACT has developed a lot. We had both theory and practicals. I took graphic design. After my training, I joined IGACT as a member of the teaching faculty and as a designer. It was like handing over a legacy. What I had myself learned from my teachers. It was not only a mere passing on of information, but also inculcating of values and helping them to imbibe a work culture. Later, some of my students joined IGACT, either as teachers or as graphic designers.
Don Bosco IGACT is the printing school of the Salesian province of Bangalore. Started in 1995, Institute of Graphic Arts Communication Technology, IGACT, had a humble beginning. It started with just a handful of students. In the due course, a production unit also was set up. However, the students have remained our primary concern.
All the developments are intended to give the students the best possible training and keep them abreast of the technological advances in the printing industry. Today, Don Bosco IGACT is one of the more renowned presses in Kerala, and the students from here are always in great demand. When a student is trained, it is not just an individual, but an entire family that is being helped. Many families have moved up the economic ladder because of the hard work of the students. Deserving students are given scholarship. They are also given stipends when they help with production outside their class hours. Some students pay back their fees only when they get a job.
It is through the support of many generous people that we are able to train these students. We are proud of our students.
Some students are absorbed immediately after their training, while a majority of them return after working for a time in other establishments, either in India or abroad.
Don Bosco EGACT is known for its quality, reliability and customer satisfaction. The press is well equipped with very good pre-press, press and post-press departments. It gives me a sense of fulfillment to have my own students as my staff.
The Salesians who are qualified either in the press or in the pre-press department take turns in heading the institute. This gives continuity to the training and production. In the printing department, all the printers are past students. Since they were once students here, they can understand better the aspiration of their students. There are 62 staff in EGACT, of which 52 are our past students.
ഇഗാക്റ്റിൽ ഞാൻ വന്നിട്ട് 13 വർഷമായി. 11 വർഷം ഗ്രാഫിക് ഡിസൈനറായി ജോലി ചെയ്തു. ഇപ്പോൾ ഗ്രാഫിക് ഡിസൈനിങ് പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. വെറും ഒരു തൊഴിൽ പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥാപനമല്ല ഡോൺ ബോസ്കോ ഇഗാക്റ്റ്. ഹിയർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ആർ പ്രിപ്പയർഡ് ഫോർ ലൈഫ്. ഹ്യൂമൻ വാല്യൂസ് ആൻഡ് ക്യാരക്ടർ ഫോർമേഷൻ ഗിവൺ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാവണം ഇഗാക്റ്റിലെ കുട്ടികളെ എല്ലാവരും പ്രിഫർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
We give them the best possible ambience for study. They are given theory classes as well as hands-on training at the machine and the computer. Apart from the printing classes, they also have human value classes, various seminars and soft skills training which molds their character. The students have well-furnished classrooms, computer lab and library. We have an annual recollection for all and First Friday Mass and confession opportunities for Catholic students.
One of the highlights of Don Bosco EGACT is that the Salesians here know all about printing. So they make excellent teachers. We also used to have a lot of fun time at EGACT. Every difficult task completed was followed by a celebration.
പഠനവും പണിയും മാത്രമല്ല, ഉച്ചയ്ക്കും വൈകുന്നേരങ്ങളിലുള്ള കളികളും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ടതായിരുന്നു. സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് മാത്രമല്ല, അച്ഛന്മാരും ബ്രദേഴ്സും സ്റ്റാഫും എല്ലാം. ഞാനിവിടെ പഠിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊരു ബാസ്കറ്റ്ബോൾ കോർട്ടൊന്നുമില്ല. ഒരു തെങ്ങിലൊരു ബോർഡ് കെട്ടിവെച്ച് അതുമേലൊരു റൗണ്ട് ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ കളിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. നല്ല രസമായിരുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഇടയിൽ വലിയൊരു സ്നേഹം നിലനിന്നിരുന്നു.
These festive aspects are very much Salesian and are educational. Students are also given ample opportunities to showcase their cultural talents. Organized games and competitions help to develop their leadership qualities, instill in them a spirit of teamwork, and nurture their self-confidence. Most of the students are both financially challenged and have poor academic results. Some tend to be very inhibited. But by the time they leave the institution, they appear to have evolved into different persons.
Convictions. It's all about personal convictions and personal competence in whatever we have to do. I think that is what EGACT has helped me to achieve besides teaching me a trade.
ഞാനെന്താ പറയുക, ജീവിതം വലിയ പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുടെ കടന്നുപോയ സന്ദർഭങ്ങളുണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതിൽ നിന്ന് രക്ഷ നേടാൻ ലിജോ വളരെയധികം പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇതിനെല്ലാം കാരണമായത് ഡോൺ ബോസ്കോയാണ്. ഡോൺ ബോസ്കോ ഞങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഒരു പുണ്യകാരനല്ല, ഞങ്ങളുടെ കുടുംബത്തിലൊരു അംഗമാണ്.
EGACT has taught me printing, the art of making impressions on paper. However, the impression that EGACT has left on my mind and my heart are far greater, and they will survive all seasons.
டான் போஸ்கில் ஸ்டடீஸ் இருக்கும்போதே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்னோட மாஸ்டர் வந்து ஒரு டைம் கேட்டார் கிளாஸ் ரூமில், என்ன ஆக போகிறீங்க எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸையும் கேட்டார். அப்போ வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா நான் வந்து பிஸ்னஸ் மேன் ஆக போகிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். அப்போ வந்து அவர் சொன்னார், பிஸ்னஸ் மேனை விட பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா நல்ல மனுஷனாக இருக்கணும், அதுதான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அப்படின்னு சொன்னார்.
Don Bosco Technical Campus was established here in Basin Ridge
in the beginnings of 1950s by the Salesians of Don Bosco. Basin Bridge is one of the biggest slums in North Chennai. The main aim of this institution is to empower our students with relevant technical skills and give them an overall integral development through sports, cultural formation, and in developing their moral values, and thus making them honest citizens.
The founding fathers of Don Bosco Basin Bridge considered technical education to be the better option for the unskilled and poorly educated youth of Chennai. Every third person in urban India is a youth. In less than a decade from now, India, with an average age of 29 years, will be the youngest nation in the world. India's demographic transformation is creating an opportunity for the burden of the past to be converted into a dividend for the future.
When this Don Bosco student who is skilled in our campus goes out and work in a company, his retentivity percentage is high. His character is good. He could face the life situations, he could take proper decisions, and he could stay with the industry or the institute wherever he is working. And that's what the industries want.
For this to happen, the country needs to adopt a policy that will address the issues of employment, livelihood, and skill status of the youth with the right moral attitude.
The industrial scenario today calls for a more skilled employees because boys, after completing all these programs, still have a big gap to get employment. So we thought of opening up our institutions to various industries. In that way, we have brought in Yamaha, Mahindra for four-wheelers, Schneider Electric for electricals, North Bremse for braking system. We have brought in Swick Royal for material testing, Toyota for body and paint works, Kumi for abrasion and grinding. And these are the tie-ups we have in our institution. This corporate cooperation actually fills the gap between the industry and the institutions what we give. And when this educational gap is filled, automatically the students get a better placement. And that's what we focus on, education to empower them in order to have a better livelihood. Because we are in a neighborhood surrounded by 118 slums, and the boys who come to us are poorest of the poor. What they need is a skill and a present livelihood, and that's we promise in this technical campus.
நிறைய இன்ஸ்டியூஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது, ஆனால் நான் டான் போஸ்கோவில் என்ன சொல்லித்தராங்கன்னாக்கா பர்சனல் டிசிப்ளினு, ஆட்டிடியூடு, குவாலிட்டி ஆஃப் ஒர்க்கு, சின்சியாரிட்டி இதெல்லாமே டான் போஸ்கோவில் சொல்லித்தரதால பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா எங்களால் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா கரெக்டாக ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியுது, பிஸ்னஸ் கரெக்டாக பண்ண முடியுது. நான் வெளியே போகும்போது நிறைய கஸ்டமர்ஸ் கேட்பாங்க, நீ எங்கே படித்தேன் நான் டான் போஸ்கோ ஹாப்பியாக சொல்லுவேன், டான் போஸ்கோவில் படித்தேன் அப்படின்னு.